What's up, everybody? It's another edition of Agent in the Hot Box. Welcome back. It's been a while. I am your managing broker for Integrity Realty Partners, Miggy T right here. You know how we do. It's been a while, but definitely wanted to introduce you to a few new agents that have joined the office. One of our newest agents here, Nicholas Hawk. He is the house hawk. So when you need something, he's going to be the one that's going to be spotting it a mile away. And he's going to be the one to help you out. How you doing today, Nick?
Good. How you doing, Mig?
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, a little bit about myself. Kind of went into real estate about a year and a couple months ago now.
Okay.
Went into it because I found a passion in it. My sister-in-law was doing it for a while. Thought about doing it for about 3 years, and finally kicked the bucket at the other place. I was like, I just gotta go for it and jump for it.
Okay. So you recently moved over here, what, about 3 months ago?
Last year in October, end of October.
So what was the process like? What made you decide to take that step into something else? And what are your results and how are you feeling about that compared to what you were used to before?
So I was actually working with FedEx Freight for about 10 years. I was there as a supervisor for 10 years. What ended up happening is when COVID started, we were treated a certain way as far as supervisors, and I just had enough. I wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't my business. It was a company. You were just kind of like another number, and I just didn't like that anymore. I was like, you know what? I got to do something different. I got to do something for myself.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of when I went into real estate. The one thing that I kind of feel like I should have done when I first started was look into other locations and not just jump on like the first bandwagon.
And that happens. That happens a lot of times. A lot of times when you're just in front of one person, you're going to put all your trust into that person. Yeah. And more times than not, it's not always going to be the first thing that you run into. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you got to take your bumps and your bruises before you find where you need to be. And that happens. But tell me about what you're doing, what areas you're servicing, and like the type of clientele that you're working with recently.
So recently, I've had a couple investors, a few of them from California. So that's just telling me right there that Northwest Indiana is a hot spot right now.
Sure.
As far as trying to make money, as far as what you're able to buy, interest rates are starting to drop right now, as you know.
Yes, sir.
So a lot of people are coming out here. Houses out here, especially in areas like Gary, you can find them for very, very cheap and be able to make a profit off of them. So I'm learning a lot about that. I service pretty much Northwest Indiana. I'm not afraid to go to, Michigan City.
Right, all the way out there?
All the way to Michigan City. I try not to, but I'll do it for a client.
I got you.
I've gone down as far south as Lowell too. I just do what I can for my clients. If they want to look at a property about an hour away, I try to help them out. If it's something a lot further, I try to get them with an agent who's familiar with that area.
Of course. Nick is one of my special agents out of the office because he speaks Spanish. He's one of my secret weapons. I actually have another one in the office that speaks fluent Spanish. A lot of brokerages out here don't provide that. A lot of brokerages don't have that. How has that impacted your business?
So as far as my business, what I've noticed is there's not a lot of representation for the Hispanic community or even Latino community out here in Indiana. When it comes down to the title company, the lenders, when I first started, it took me about a month or two to find a lender that speaks Spanish that was able to help some of my clients.
Where you at, lenders? Where you at? We need that help.
So I do have a good team now as far as lenders and myself and the team that speaks Spanish that's able to help everyone out. It took a while to get there, but I do have a team that helps out. So my main focus right now is trying to help out that Latino community and try to kind of get a good representation for them. The biggest thing that I find out is a lot of people are just misinformed. When you go to Mexico or another Latin country, a lot of people distrust and just don't like the banks. I don't know if you've dealt with it before.
Oh, yeah. They're going to show with the proof of funds and the earnest money all cash right there.
All cash, and that's the thing. So I want to try to inform them the best that I can to let them know, like, hey, you know what? Before we do that, these are the correct routes that you have to take when buying a home.
Sure.
Especially if you're going to try to take a loan, you can't just throw all the money out into a bank at once and say, hey, let me buy this home right now. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work like that, but we'll get them to the finish line, won't we?
Oh, we'll get them to the finish line.
So let me ask you, why integrity? What drew you over here?
So I started with another company beforehand. I'm not going to name names, but they did a really good job training me. So I'll give them credit for that. They did a really good job training me. But for me, coming from FedEx Freight and feeling like another number, I kind of had that same feeling when I was there.
Got you.
So I came to Integrity because it was more of a closer-knit family.
Absolutely.
And I was able to come to the office more often, know that there was people here willing to help me. As far as the other place, I was the only one 9 times out of 10 that would go into one of their offices.
It was ghost town over there.
It was ghost town.
All right.
So once I was looking at other places, this was my first choice, but I was looking at other places. So for new agents, I do recommend doing the research and actually going out there and looking at different places.
Okay, so you would suggest giving a local brokerage an opportunity as opposed to just jumping on the bandwagon of where there's 200, 300, 400 people.
I really do, and the only reason, like I said, for me, being at a large company, a really large company for so long, and the people there were great, it's just you get that repetition as if, you know what, you're replaceable.
Okay.
And here, you can't replace the house hawk now.
It's irreplaceable. House hawk.
Miggy T, house hawk.
Hey, we keep it family as much as we can in here. I hope you feel that in here.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what have you learned in terms of deals, maybe the approach, or I don't know, just in terms of overall efficiency since you've been here? Do you feel like you're learning more in the sense of actual training or learning more in the actual sense of getting deals completed and how to close them?
So as far as that, like I said, the other place I was with, they did a lot of training. So I do appreciate that. They taught me everything comes to the contract, stuff like that. Here, more so, I've learned more the experience.
I got you.
I've been able to get more deals. I think since I started back in October, it's only been a few months. I've had 6, going on 7, I think.
Okay.
Just in that short amount of time, I did just as much deal with the other place than I have
in the last prior year.
In the last almost all last year. So just the experience behind that, getting in front of different clients and focusing on me as a person and not so much the company as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to brand the agent. We definitely believe in putting the focus on the agent and shining a light on you guys so that you're developing your own brand, because people don't go to a particular brokerage just because of the logo. They go because they referred the house hawk,
right?
Or maybe they referred Miggy T. But so how many pre-approvals you got right now? What you working with right now?
Right now I'm working with 5 pre-approvals. So all I got to do is find them a house. But see, just in that sense, and each one of them are different and different types of clients.
Sure.
One of them is an investor. Few other ones are families, first-time home buyers. So it gives me the opportunity to work with a lot of different clients, not just a particular one. I do have a Spanish client as well.
There you go.
And we've got them with Spanish lenders. So they feel more comfortable talking with me than someone who just doesn't know how to speak to them.
Well, it's a new year. Obviously, we're just turned the calendar to February. Yeah. You got some goals this year? What you trying to do this year?
I'm trying to double my numbers.
What's double? What's double the triple?
Double the triple. I want to hit multi-million sales this year. I know last year was a little bit of a slow start to the beginning. Like I said, I wasn't in a place where I could really get that experience as far as here. But now that I'm here, I feel like I'm able to achieve those goals. It was real close. Like last year, we'll just put an example. My goal was 12. And I think I told you at the end, I'm like, man, I'm not going to hit that goal. I'm not going to hit that goal. And
we got there.
We got there.
We got
2
there.
Weeks before the end of December, and we got there right at 12.
I'm going to get it in there. Okay. So just to leave us out, so I would say the way you explained that he was able to finally spread his wings, right? And go get them, do the house hawk thing. That's right. That's right. When you know I'm in here trying to help you find them too, and I'm going to do the best that I can to help the House Hawk, Spanish speaking, works for Integrity Realty Partners. You got anything else for me, man? Anything else you want to share about the House Hawk and what they need to know about Nicholas Hawk?
No, I'm just saying, I'll spot you the house, just eyes of a hawk. I got you guys.
All right, guys, check that out. Check out Nick. He works for Integrity Realty Partners. He's one of the newest agents here. Great buddy of mine. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm gonna keep supporting you and pushing you to do the best that you can, because you know that's what we're about here. And your success is my success, and that's how we're gonna do it.
And seeing, like I said, I appreciate that.
All right, everybody. That's it. Integrity Realty Partners. This is Miggy T signing off. This is the House Hawk. I said me, man.
I gotta say, House Hawk too, bro.
All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.